Hey guys, Future Gohan SSJ2 here. Well, this is another update for Cartoon Network, but it's very disappointing. Okay, well, a lot of you have told me Dexter's Lab, which is true. Dexter's Lab is back on Cartoon Network at 11:30, which it's not disappointing. I find this disappointing, but not because it's during the school day and I can't watch it. I find the whole Cartoon Network thing disappointing. To me, it doesn't really matter how many of our shows they bring back. To me, if it doesn't have the feel of Cartoon Network anymore, it doesn't matter what the shows are, To me, if it does not have the feel that Cartoon Network used to have, then to me, it just doesn't really matter what they show anymore. I don't care if the schedule was exactly the same. If it doesn't have the feeling, I won't, it just doesn't feel the same. It's just, I don't know. I mean, it's a good thing, but it's not a good thing at the same time. I mean, the fact that the show's back is great, but it just doesn't feel the same to me. So it's just like, a big letdown, so now I can't enjoy it. I can't enjoy the fact that one of my favorite Cartoon Network shows is on Cartoon Network again. I can't enjoy it because, with season 1 out on DVD, and I'm going to be getting it for Christmas, I might as well just go ahead and grab that. It would feel exactly the same. And for a lot of you who don't know, when you watch a DVD, like a Cartoon Network DVD, it doesn't feel the same like as if you're watching it on the network. However, with these shows, even though it's on the network, it doesn't feel the same to me. It would just be like the same thing as me having a DVD. To me, it just doesn't feel the same, and I find that very disappointing. But for those of you who care, it's on at 11:30. Set your DVRs if you want. I'm not certain if it's the newly animated episodes or the old episodes. And by newly animated, it's by whenever they were still making the newer animation of Dexter's Lab, whenever that was, like in 04, I think. I'm not sure. 03. I'm not certain, but if someone would like to tell me what type of animation it is, or maybe it's just random, but I'd rather catch it on Boomerang, that way I can actually see it. Plus, I don't really have DVR, at least on my TV, so I'd rather catch it on Boomerang when it comes on every night at 8:30. And also, for a lot of you guys who don't know, Courage the Cowardly Dog has been on Boomerang for since, I don't know, the week before Halloween. It comes on at 8, right before Dexter's Lab. So I like the schedule though, because it's 1, 2, 3. I don't know what the hell this Pirates thing is. Pirates of the Dark Water apparently is on 9:30 at Boomerang. I have no idea what that is. But if you skip that show, you get 1, 2, 3, 4 old Cartoon Network shows in a row. At 8 o'clock is Courage the Cowardly Dog, 8:30 is Dexter's Laboratory, 9 o'clock is Powerpuff Girls, and 10 o'clock is Samurai Jack, and 10:30 is The Batman. The Batman isn't, like a Cartoon Network show, but I think it's amazing. I think it's one of the best Batman shows. I mean, one of the best Batman series out there. But don't you guys understand? Don't you guys feel the same way I feel? It just doesn't feel the same. Like the feel of the network. I really wish it was back the way it was. Even the commercials were just so different. It's not even the feel of the entire network. It's just the feel of the commercials. It's the feel of everything. It's just changed so drastically. The whole network has changed so drastically. They took off everything and basically started over from scratch in 07. In 07, they basically took off everything and started from scratch. Or well, I think it was late 07 they did that. They started taking off all the old shows and putting on Out of Jimmy's Head and stuff like that. Which that show was okay. I mean, I hated the fact that it was on Cartoon Network, but I just didn't. The show wasn't all too bad. But shows like Unnatural History, which I'm pretty sure it's gone now. I'm pretty sure Unnatural History is gone. But I'm not sure. And also shows like Tower Prep. Tower Prep, I'm pretty sure just replaced Unnatural History, but yeah, Tower Prep's stupid. I don't know, the commercials look like it's cool, but I've seen, like, I don't know, about maybe 10, 20 minutes of an episode. It was just stupid. What kid wants to, learn, like, what are they going to learn from that kind of show? I mean, not a lot of the old Cartoon Network shows had, like, a little learning thing in them, but a lot of the episodes did. Not the story itself, like, the backstory. But some of the episodes themselves did teach kids, like, not to do certain things, or else, like they'd have someone doing it, and all of a sudden the person gets badly hurt, and stuff like that. So the kid would learn, not to be able to do that kind of stuff. But these new shows, I heard they're just like Canadian rejection shows, like shows that were made in Canada but they got rejected, so Cartoon Network just randomly picked them up, which is freaking retarded. Also, if you guys didn't know this is a fun fact. The guy on Fridays, do you guys remember, what's his name? Tommy. Tommy, his last name, this is really freaky, but Tommy from Cartoon Network Fridays, his last name is Snyder. Tommy Snyder. I have no idea if he's related to Stuart Snyder in any way whatsoever, but if that is really, really freaky. I'm pretty sure there's also another person on the network whose name is Snyder, whose last name is Snyder as well, but I don't think they're related. But I think that is freaky. Cartoon Network Friday, they could have been related. Like, it could have been like an uncle, or it could have been a possible son, I guess. I really don't think so, because Stuart Snyder doesn't look all that old, and Tommy looked like he was in his 20s. So, yeah, I really think that's freaky. But I have a feeling that the next show that's going to come back is Powerpuff Girls. I have a huge feeling, because first show they brought back, well, actually they brought back Ed, Edd n Eddy first. I'm pretty sure Ed, Edd n Eddy came back first. Then it was then My Gym Partner's a Monkey, Kids Next Door, and Courage the Cowardly Dog, and Camp Lazlo, but that went off air a couple weeks later. But all those shows came on at once, and then like a couple days ago, actually yesterday was the very first day, Dexter's Labs came on. So I have a feeling after that, the next show that's going to come on is Powerpuff Girls, which is great. Then after that, I'm sure Johnny Bravo is going to come on, which it wouldn't be too much of a big drastic change or anything, because Johnny Bravo has been on the network before with Johnny Tuesday or something like that. No, Johnny Week, where it had an episode of Johnny Bravo and an episode of Johnny Test back to back, which it was pretty cool. It was decent, but yeah, I don't think they're gonna bring back any of those other shows though. I'm pretty sure, and even like the older episodes of Powerpuff Girls and the older episodes of Dexter's Lab and the older episodes of Johnny Bravo, if any of those shows were to come to the network, I doubt they'd show any of the older animated episodes, because all the shows that they've brought back has had that newer type of animation, so that way it doesn't look that old. And even on Boomerang, I barely see. Well, I see a lot of the newer episodes of Johnny Bravo a lot, but I don't see any of the newer episodes of Powerpuff Girls, or I don't see any of the newer episodes of Dexter's Lab. I usually see like seasons 1 and 2 of those shows. I don't see any, the newer seasons 3 and 4 that have the bumped up animation. But as of right now, Courage the Cowardly Dog is on. The episode is the one where it's got that kitty girl who has that mask on and is like beating the crap out of Courage, but it turns out her bunny friend is stuck with all those dogs. It's kind of like a secret whorehouse episode, but they kind of try and make it not seem as so. But any like teenager or adult can obviously tell it's like some sort of whorehouse. But yeah, that's the episode that's on right now. Actually, I don't remember where those. I used to have those Kellogg Cartoon Network DVDs that came in the cereal boxes, and this was one of the episodes that was on it. And I can't find those anymore. I'm gonna have to ask my brother. He should know where it is, but I don't know. I haven't seen him in years. I know we didn't throw them away or anything like that, but I just can't find it. Anyway, enough about me. Like I was saying, you know, the network is it. It really doesn't matter to me what shows they put on. Shows that entertain me well, but without them being on the network, such as Kurt's Cowardly Dog, Ed, and Eddie, even shows like Kids Next Door and Billy and Mandy, and even Johnny Bravo's an okay show when you just buy it on DVD. You know, it's just like, you know, what the heck. It's just, you know, it's pretty good, you know, all on its own. Powerpuff Girls is good all on its own. Sometimes really depends on the episode. Cow and Chicken and I Am Weasel, not really good shows if you on their own. You know, they're when I say on their own, on the network, it just feels like, you know, you're more entertained with the show. But when you buy them on DVD, you're just, you know, you don't get the same feeling. You get quite a big different feeling. Yeah, I have about 10 seconds left, and I don't really feel like putting YouTube 15 minutes in the description. So yeah, this has been the updates for November 9th. See you guys later.